Breakdown Lane. You break down and we point and laugh. Just like the other Pike 100 FM. The Pike.
We do it every Friday at this time. Lovingly collect your voicemail messages from the week and play them back for the Pike Breakdown Lane. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into here.
You know what really grinds my gears? Nowhere in my contract says anywhere that I can't pick a hooker up in my company vehicle.
Was that story from yesterday?
It was
the cop that was
week.
he was at the, what was it? It was the lie detector test.
It was a lie detector convention
or seminar.
Conference.
And he was a police, like a deputy sheriff in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got busted taking the company car.
He had some downtime.
To a motel, getting a hooker and booze and the whole deal. And, I guess you can't do that.
It was a sting operation that he wasn't involved in.
It's amazing.
Well, he was involved in it.
Well, he was involved in it, yeah.
On the wrong end.
Yeah, that's right. It was a sting operation. It's amazing you can't do that in Florida, but all that other thing, with all the other things that happen in that state.
He was at this conference. He just wanted to take a load off.
He wanted to blow off some steam.
And he did.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's time to play Guess the Sound. Here's your clue. If you guessed Extreme playing at Indian Ranch last weekend, you are correct.
Okay. Last Friday, and we got the eyewitness account from Chuck Perks. Extreme was playing. Apparently, they broke they were too loud.
Yeah.
So somebody called the cops, and there was a big mix-up, and they didn't know that the PA had been turned down, and the Nuno Betancourt from Extreme went off on everything. And now, according to Craig Seaman over at the Telegram, he was saying that there were more cops there than initially reported because they were saying Extreme was trying to, incite a riot.
A lot of cops go to those shows just to watch the shows anyway.
No, they're working at them.
Excuse me. That's what I meant. Just in case there was an incident.
Sure it's safe.
That's
right?
what I meant.
Yeah. But it's I don't think Extreme was trying to incite a riot. And no offense to anybody who was at Extreme or the band. But I think that crowd was a little too old to start a riot, in my humble opinion.
Wait a second. You're never too old to riot.
I don't know. I would have been like, you know what? I'm really angry. I'd love to throw my seat at the stage, but, my back, and I got to get up early.
You know, my wife is the director of a senior center shoe, and when the liver and
do
onions,
they riot there?
When the liver and onions aren't cooked to perfection, when somebody interrupts a bingo game, things can get hairy,
They
man.
trash the place?
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what else grinds my gears? I can't buy a homeless guy 2 pieces of chicken.
Oh, right. The woman in Georgia at a Popeyes tried to buy. There was a homeless guy outside of this Popeyes.
Horrible.
Said he was hungry. So the woman said, I'll get you some food. She went in there, and they wouldn't let her buy food for the homeless guy, and they ended up calling the cops on her.
Yeah, that was horrible. This
was a
person
that was
working
just
at the Popeyes, who is she to say what this woman can do? She
Can
wants
do
to buy
with,
food.
yeah. She
Sell
wants to
me
give the
food.
company money, and then you're absolutely right.
Sell me the food. Here's your money. Let me do with it what I want. This guy needs some oil for his gears, by the way. He has some gear issues, this man.
Yeah, it grinds his gears. Yeah.
Adam, I am looking forward to seeing you tonight at the Auburn Elks for the comedy show fundraiser for the UMass Cancer Center. I can't wait, 6 o'clock, and it'll be great to see you again out in public wearing men's clothing.
What?
Oh, that's our friend Peterman
Yes.
from the Bravehearts, and that's great. Yeah, you get a big show tonight at the Elks in Auburn, right?
We've sold almost 200 tickets. If you'd like to reserve tickets, it's
almost sold out.
Almost sold out,
Nice.
but we do have tickets online that you can reserve on the Pike website, pikefm.com. It's also on our socials. Doors open at 6 with some cheap drinks over at the Auburn Elks.
Cheap drinks.
Show starts at 7 with myself, Jody Sloan, and James Dorsey, and we're going to have a lot of fun tonight raising money for the UMass Cancer Center.
Again, you can get more details on that and get your tickets at pikefm.com.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Adam. Mike, can you remind us what happened when you got dressed up as Colonel Sanders with the KFC, and then from KFC went to a gig?
Oh,
Please
yeah.
elaborate.
Okay.
Can you translate that for us?
Yeah. That's Aussie Paul. He's a big listener of the Pike. And
Yes.
we appreciate that. So my greatest Halloween costume ever was Colonel Sanders. This was like 2000, I
Okay.
think, or maybe even 99. So I got I went over. Remember the old Halloween outlet over here? So
I loved that place.
So I got a white suit. I got the Colonel tie.
Okay.
You know, I got some spray for my hair because I had no gray hair at the time. It was before I had a child. And so I did it up as Colonel Sanders. And I looked good.
I bet.
I looked like Colonel Sanders. It was my best Halloween costume ever.
I mean, you already had chicken in your hands. So
I know,
was
right?
Easy.
I was already covered in grease. I smelled like 11 herbs and spices. So I believe at the radio station I worked at before, WAF, we had our Halloween party at what was then I believe it was the Roxy.
Okay.
In Boston. So I'm driving out there, and I need to complete the costume, so I want to get a bucket of chicken,
course.
like real chicken, so I can also eat some.
Did you walk into a KFC
I walked
dressed
into
like that?
The KFC in Shrewsbury on Route 9. I walked in there as Colonel Sanders, and it's Halloween, so people know what's going on, and everyone's like clapping and going, "Hey, look, it's the Colonel." I'm like, "Hello, how are you? Just coming to check out the operation."
Did all the employees' butts tighten up like, the boss is here,
I
the
know.
boss is here?
Well, they were all laughing, and I get up there and I said, "Hey, could I get a bucket of extra crispy, please?" And it's like, "Sure." And I said, "Hey, listen, since I'm dressed up and stuff, you think I could get that on the house? I mean, I'm the Colonel today." And the woman looked at me, she went, "No." So anyway. So I go to the show, and there's a bunch of bands playing, and so we got to get up on stage and introduce the band. So I get up on stage, I'm like, "How's everybody doing?" And I decide, and this was a stupid thing to do, throw the chicken out to the crowd. I'm like, "Who wants some chicken? I'm the Colonel, right?" So I throw the chicken out to the crowd. Now, a rule that I totally forgotten about is if you are on stage, you throw something out to the crowd, there's a 99% chance it's going to come back at you.
Absolutely.
So I throw it all out there, and then it's pretty sure it was a wing or a drumstick or something like that comes flying back, gets me right in the nuts.
Oh, no.
Someone took out Colonel Sanders by hitting him in the nuts with fried chicken. I went down on stage, totally collapsed. Some of my colleagues helped me off the stage.
Are you serious?
It wasn't funny at the time because it really hurt, but looking back on it every time, it was hilarious.
I'm still stuck on the part where Shu got rid of and threw away chicken.
I know, right? I really wasn't thinking. I was caught up in the moment, Adam.
You were caught up in something.
Sorry.
Man, things are so much better back in the day. Playing with my 3-foot worm while dreaming of getting my license as soon as possible. Then later on, driving high while delivering pizza. Now I'm losing my job to robot pizza delivery. Just, I don't know, just puking on command when pumpkin spice is ever mentioned. Man, I think I'm having a stroke on the air.
Wow.
I gotta go.
Wow, that guy called last week, too. He just touched on like a bunch of things we talked about.
Covered
all week.
a lot of topics.
Very well done. The stroke on the air thing was that woman. Where was she? She was in
It was another country.
It was Canada, right? It was like she was in Toronto or Vancouver or something.
Correct. Yeah, Canada's still another country.
She was having the start of a stroke on the air. There's a little bit of that.
The Tulsa Air and Space Museum is hosting a launch today at the.
Yeah, that was like live on the air.
Yeah, it sounded like me doing a regular newscast.
I know, it sounds like us every morning, but she was actually having a medical emergency. But she ended up being okay.
Yes,
which is nice. All right. Well, thank you very much for your messages. Well done, everybody. Thank you so much. Feel free to leave a message on the Breakdown Lane at any time. 774-670-0231. Again, we'll never call you back, and we'll never sell your information because we just don't know how.
You can call the Pike Breakdown Lane 24 hours a day at 774-670-0231. We're here for you. Well, not really. Just leave a voicemail message.